For real, for real.
What up? What's going on? Mr. Moore Fit, More Life. With the fresh shave. I hate shaving now. Had to shave for Army Drill. Gotta get the beard back. I'm always getting people asking me questions, and it made me think of something. Listen to Gary Vee a lot. Gary Vee always talk about reverse engineering what you want. So I'm gonna encourage you to reverse engineer your fat loss. How do you do that? Like, lose the weight before you actually lose the weight. Some of y'all might be like, well, how do I do that? In order to actually lose the weight, you're gonna have to become a person, a type of person, a person with certain habits that loses weight and maintains his weight loss, I guess you could say. I'm probably trying to say that too technical, but it's technical, but it's not technical. So just want to encourage you to reverse engineer your weight loss. Like, lose that weight before you actually lose that weight. In order to lose weight, you're gonna have to become a new person, a person with new habits. So why not see that? Like close your eyes if you have to, write it down if you have to. Like, become that person in your mind that's gonna have to do that. And in order to achieve your goals, you're gonna have to be a new person with new habits, new rituals, more discipline, and things like that. So you might be setting yourself up if you're just like, hey, this is what I gotta do to lose weight. He said that I just gotta eat these calories. I just gotta do this workout, all those type of things, and hopefully I should lose weight. But how long is that gonna take you? Is it realistic? If you live through things and have like a vision and kind of, I don't know, almost going into like a virtual world, I would say. Like, go ahead and like experience that. Like, already prepare your mind. Like, I'm gonna be hungry sometimes. I'm gonna have cravings sometimes. And go ahead and think about it. Think about how that's gonna feel, and acknowledge the fact that you know that you're gonna have cravings and hunger and thirst and all this other type stuff when you don't really need food. We've all been hungry and like, why am I hungry? I just ate Chinese food like 30 minutes ago. We've all been hungry, but we know we probably needed to drink some water. If you haven't heard that, sometimes you think that you're hungry, but you're actually thirsty. But sometimes we don't even understand what our body's telling us, or the way that our hormones are out of whack at the time and things like that. It's sending different signals, and we want to go off on a binge, but we actually just missing those nutrients, that hydration, and all the other things that we need. So if you go ahead and set yourself up just like a sports player, an athlete, something like that, they watch tapes. They're like, okay, this dude is nasty. He's the best wide receiver. He's the best point guard, whatever. He always does this. So I'm going to have a hard time defending against him. I'm going to have a hard time trying to pass and get a touchdown without getting an interception. So if you already know that, you already done set yourself up to work through that and pass that. So even if it does happen, you're like, I already expected this, so what I know, what I need to do next time. I learned from it. I was a little too fast, a little too short. I know what to do now. Or you might just actually prepare yourself to the point where when it happens, you already then got a plan of action already in place. And you're like, yep, I told myself I was gonna do this. As soon as I get hungry, I'm gonna drink some water, see what happens. If I drink some water and I'm still hungry, then I go ahead and eat. But if I drink some water and I'm not hungry no more, then I know my body was lying to me. That was trying to get me to eat. go get some honey buns with the white icing, but I just needed some water. So like, think about that. Like, have that vision. Remember your why. Reverse engineer. And kind of try to experience that. And I would say also be open-minded. If you get a workout plan for me, a diet plan, or anything like that for myself, or just anyone else, even if you just download one off the internet, like, have an open mind about how you're gonna get there. It's all about the journey, but that journey is not always gonna be just how you expected it to be, how you asked it to be. Just if you pray for something, you could have prayed for something 2 months ago. It's already being given to you, or in the process of being given to you. But just because it don't look like you expected it to look, or it didn't come in the package that you wanted to come in, you might not even know that you already done got your blessing. I'm speaking from experience. I've received a blessing before, and I'm still looking like, why me? I try to do everything right, blah, blah, blah. And the whole time, I'm so tunnel vision on this one thing, I didn't even stop to look left and right to see where I was and where I came from and all the blessings that I had right there. So stop ranting, stop preaching. But use those same principles as far as weight loss, fat loss, muscle building, whatever your goals is. Reverse engineer. Start from the back sometimes. Go ahead, get that visual. Prepare your mind. Prepare your mind for battle. Because it's gonna be a war. The body wants to stay the same. It's like homeostasis. That's like the state. That's the environment of your body as a whole that your body likes to stay in. It has hormones like a thermostat, just like your thermostat in your house for your AC. It wants to regulate your body to keep it there. It wants to keep it at a certain weight. So if you've been fat all your life, that's where your body is used to be. It used to be in it. So if every time you go against the grain, it's gonna, hold up now, you trying to get skinny on me. We don't like this. We don't do that around here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? What you doing, player? You know what I'm saying? So reverse engineer, prep your mind. You know what I'm saying? Success is preparedness meeting opportunity. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, prep now. You're gonna have those opportunities. You might say your lifestyle is hard, your schedule and all this other stuff, but there could be opportunity out there and options for you to do things in a certain way, but you don't know because you haven't started, you haven't been consistent, and you haven't executed that discipline. You wouldn't believe how many ways and things that you could do to make life easier and still achieve those weight loss goals. Like, every food that I ever wanted to eat, I found some type of alternative. Now, there's some things you just can't replace. Like, you can't replace a cup of Kool-Aid with some sparkling water. That's not gonna work. But I found something that can get me by. So even if I don't have my Kool-Aid, my honey buns, or whatever my little weakness is, I won't go crazy. But if I would have never started and went on that venture on that I don't know, that journey, I would have never figured out, or my mind would have never even took me to that next level. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to that uncomfortable place to like what I'm gonna do now. But when you in those positions where you have to ask yourself, what are you gonna do? Like, you have to actually use your brain and think, like, what are you actually gonna do? You have to do something or you're not gonna make it. So that moves you, motivates you, and it really pushes you to create that change. So like a post I just put up today, I am a manifestation of my habits and rituals, something like that. But you get what I'm saying. You look at yourself, or look at your thoughts, what you think about. Like, everything is a result of how you think and what you do on a daily basis. So if you're not where you want to be mentally, you're not where you want to be financially, health, weight, anything like that, it's a result of your habits. So go ahead and get in that uncomfortable position, fight through those obstacles, and get it done. But alright, man, I'm on this long drive home from drill. Just wanted to share this with you. I think that's about it. I think I branded enough. More fit, more life, more everything. If you like the videos, please hit that like button. Let me hear anything else you want to talk about. Comment, share, subscribe, yeah, all that good stuff. And peace out. All right, man.